Hello and welcome back to the Milan save on Football Manager 2023. Now, since the last episode where we absolutely battered Manchester United across two legs in the Europa League round of 16, we have played 3 league games. And in today's episode, we are going to be playing the 2 legs in the quarterfinal of the Europa League against German side Freiburg. But before we get into that, let's take a look at how we did in those 3 league games. So we started off with a home tie against Sassuolo and we absolutely battered them. We won 4-0. Olivier Giroud getting a hat-trick and then Rafael Leao getting a goal as well. A very good performance for us, especially given we had a makeshift centre-half pairing of Malik Thiaw and Gabier playing in this one. We then had an international break, so we played a friendly against Bologna. We drew 1-1 with them, but we had lots of players away on international duty and came back to league football. Disappointingly went 1-0 down away to relegation strugglers Cremonese, but Leao equalised. Then Zanoli scored an own goal, so we were behind again, but thankfully Giroud and De Ketelaere got 2 more goals for us and won us the game eventually by 3-2. And in our most recent game at home to Lazio in the league, we again played a slightly rotated side. We had I can't say his name. Ibrahimovic playing in this one. Diaz was in instead of Rafael Leao. De Ketelaere was there. Salamakers was there. We'll not go through the full team as I was about to do there. We managed to win 3-0 though against Lazio. Diaz, Salamakers and Kalulu all getting on the score sheet, which leaves us still sitting pretty atop Serie A, 6 points clear of second place Atalanta and 12 points clear of the Europa League places. So we're 12 points clear in the Champions League places basically, but obviously we want to win the league. But as I always say, or it seems like I always say, it's not the league we're focusing on, it's Europe. So Freiburg, how have they been doing? They're currently 5th in the Bundesliga, and since their last European tie against Celtic, they've lost 1-0 to Mainz, they've beat Hertha Berlin by 1-0, and lost on extra time to Köln 4-3 in the German Cup. And lost 2-0 to Bayern. I guess that's not really a result that you wouldn't expect. Bayern would obviously win that one. So we should theoretically be winning this tie, I would hope. So back to our full strength team for this game. Away from home in the first leg against Freiburg. We've got Mike Mainan in goal. Zanoli, Gabier, Tomori and Hernandez in defence. Benessa and Tonali in defensive midfield. Alexis Salamakers at right wing. De Ketelaere in attacking centre midfield with Leao on the left wing. And Olivier Giroud, the lone man, up top. Hopefully we can get a comfortable lead in this tie heading in to the second leg. Giroud, one touch past the Salamakers. Now De Ketelaere advancing in on goal. It's Charles De Ketelaere and he's pulled it wide. Well, this isn't good news. Giroud has picked up an injury with 14 minutes played. We're going to have to take him off. Ibrahimovic is going to have to start scoring goals. It's something that he's been struggling with. I hope that injury to Giroud isn't too serious. He's obviously our top scorer for the season with almost 25 goals, I think. It's Eggestein coming forward with it for the German side. Saleh through ball to Gregoritsch. Gregoritsch is through. Mainan just did not look like he was going to do anything there. Just standing still. Schmidt with the ball down the right-hand side for Freiburg. They're coming forward once more. That injury to Giroud really seems to have affected our flow. We'd started well, but Freiburg on the attack once more with Grifo. Grifo with the ball over the top to Peterson. Peterson with the volley, and that's just wide as well. There's a very empty stand behind the goal. I don't know why that is. It's a bit odd. As Freiburg have yet another chance. Throw in this time. It's headed down by Benessa to Leao, and we can come forward with a possible counter-attack. Leao running down the left-hand side. He's got lots of men chasing him. Leao gets into the box. Is he going to have a finish? Leao? And it's blocked by the defender and cleared. And Saleh comes away with it for Freiburg. Freiburg do seem to have had the better of this game so far, concerningly. Not how I was expecting it to go. But Gabier, and that is just a clearance more than a pass. The goalkeeper's come out a long way there. It's deflected off his defender. There's a shot and that should be going in from Ibrahimovic. He had an open goal to aim at and he's fired it over the bar. They throw in on the right. Zanoli takes it. Finds De Ketelaere. He's dispossessed though. And Freiburg are back in possession of the ball. Eggestein clears that. Theo has picked it up for us. Nice ball from him to Leao. Leao through to Ibrahimovic. Can he get a goal? It's Ibrahimovic. He can't. It's saved by the goalkeeper. Zlatan Ibrahimovic just cannot seem to score for me. Salamakers is fouled. It's a free kick in a dangerous position. I'm not sure if we're going to see it or not. It looks like we are. Benessa is going to take it from the right-hand side. Ismail Benessa into the box. Salamakers is there, but I think it was Gregoritsch that got the defending header away. Ibrahimovic coming deep to collect the ball there. Plays that out to Zanoli, the right back. Now forward to Salamakers, who's quite far inside for the winger. He is playing as an inverted winger though, so you'd kind of expect that. Theo advancing forward with the ball now. Theo with a great chance to get the opening goal, and it's a great save from Flecken once more. The Freiburg goalkeeper has been in form today. And there's a free kick for Freiburg in a very advanced position. Grifo's going to take it. This could be the lead for Freiburg here. Milan gets a hand to it. He parries it out. He probably should be catching that one, but thankfully Tomori was there to sweep away the danger. And we get to half time, and it's 0-0. We do have the better XG. We've had more shots and shots on target than them, but it doesn't feel that way, judging from the highlights that we've seen. Nice interception from Tomori. He plays that forward once more to Leao. Can Leao do something with it this time? It's Tonali now. Out to the left back Theo down the left-hand side. Can he get a ball in? He plays a very strange pass there. I don't know who that was aimed for. I really expected him to just whip across it, and Tomori's missed that header. And Tomori with a great challenge, but Peterson still got the ball. Inside to Soleil. And a possibility for a cross now for Freiburg. Soleil down by the byline, pulls it back to Schmidt. Schmidt's in the box now. It's Schmidt with a shot, and Jonathan Schmidt has opened the scoring for Freiburg. His third goal of the season. And a shock result could be on the cards here for the German side. Throw in. Salamakers gives that away. Our passing has not been on point today. It's Gunter now running down the left-hand side for Freiburg. We need to win this back. We do with Ibrahimovic, and now Zanoli comes away with the ball. Through ball from him to De Ketelaere. Can De Ketelaere score? He can. Charles De Ketelaere with his 7th goal of the season. And we are back level. It's exactly what we needed. Maybe that goal from Freiburg has given us the impetus that we needed to get forward and start scoring. It was a tackle from Ibrahimovic, of all people, that started that move off, dispossessing Gunter. And then Zanoli with a great pass, and De Ketelaere sending the keeper the wrong way to level things. Tonali with a free kick towards the back post. Gabia's there with a header. Good save from Flecken, and he managed to keep a hold of it as well. Benesa dispossessed by Gregoritsch, and he plays it out to Grifo, and Freiburg are advancing forward now in numbers. It's Soleil running down this right-hand side, looking to get a second goal of the game now. Soleil running down to the byline once more. Ball into the box. Grifo is there. It's blocked by Zanoli. Grifo second time. Vincenzo Grifo with the goal, and Freiburg get back into the lead. His 5th goal of the season, and the goals the floodgates have opened in this second half. There's been 3 goals in the space of about 6 minutes. Free kick just inside our own half. Gabia plays it out to Theo. Now Tomori. Back to Theo. Can we get back level for a second time in this game? Benesa plays it back to Tomori, who has looked a bit shaky defensively today. But Tonali, bad pass from him. Bad pass once again. Salamakers couldn't get to that one. It's Gunter who plays that back to Ginter, not to be confused. There's just the one vowel difference in their name. Ginter plays it to his centre-back partner, Siladia, and Tonali heads it away nicely now. De Ketelaere can bring the ball down for Milan, and Leao's got it. Coming inside now, Rafa Leao, through ball to Ibrahimovic. Can Ibrahimovic score? He has! Zlatan Ibrahimovic has finally scored for us, his 1st goal of the season, and it's an important one. It brings us level here at Freiburg. Benesa with the free kick. Can we get in the lead for the first time in this game? Gabia with the header, and that's just wide from Gabia. So close to putting us 3-2 up. So we're going to make a couple of changes. There's a few players looking tired out there. Tonali is going to come off. Pobega coming on for him. And then Charles De Ketelaere is also going to come off. At least I'd like to. We're going to move Leao to attacking centre midfield. And then De Ketelaere will come off. And we'll bring on Divock Origi. I don't know why I keep trusting Divock Origi with playing, but I do. Gabia with a long ball, searching for Salamakers. That's intercepted by Gunter. And Freiburg can come on the attack. But Salamakers wins the ball back well there, but it still falls to a Freiburg player. And Ginter has it, but Salamakers, again, the high press from him, wins the ball back. Salamakers with a chance, and it's saved by Flecken and out for a corner. Benesa to play this corner into the box from the right-hand side. Ishmael Benesa into the mixer, but it's easily collected by Flecken. So we're going to make a few more changes. These are also for condition reasons. So we don't have anyone on the bench that can play attacking right midfield apart from one of our youngsters. So Michael Cifuentes is going to get a game in the Europa League for us. I'd quite like to take Hernandez off as well, I think. Kalulu can come on for him. And then we'll leave that one other sub as spare in case we get an injury. Benesa Forward to Ibrahimovic. Now Origi. Nice pass to Leao. Leao with a chance, and Leao fires that over the bar. I think I'd take a 2-2 draw. I would take a 2-2 draw away from home against Freiburg. They've looked a lot better than I was expecting them to, as Ibrahimovic plays that ball to Kalulu. Now forward to Origi. Into the box now. Cifuentes! He's nearly scored on his debut, Mikel Cifuentes, but I think he was offside anyway, so let's not get too excited. So there's the full-time whistle. It's ended here 2-2, and we arguably should have won that based on XG, but I'll take a 2-2 away draw. So elsewhere in the Europa League, Ajax beat Dortmund. Obviously, we will be playing against the winners of that game in the semi-final if we get through. Arsenal beat Lazio 3-0 and Roma beat Rangers 4-1 in the Battle of the Yars. We'll be back with the result of our league game. Can't remember who it's against, but there's a league game before the next Europa League leg. And then we'll play the second leg against Freiburg at the San Siro, where hopefully we can pick up the win. So it's been a few days in real life anyway since I last played on the game, but we have played the Serie A game against Torino. We drew it 0-0, a bit of a disappointing one. We are missing Giroud up front. Ibrahimovic had a goal disallowed, but that was pretty much it. We had a better XG than them, but we couldn't get a goal in the end. But it's not too disappointing considering we are still top of the league, 4 points clear of Atalanta with 9 games left of the season. But now it's time to focus up on the second leg of our quarter-final in the Europa League. We are at home, so we should hopefully get the win. 2-2 from the first leg. Hopefully we can do it. So this is the lineup that we have got for this second leg. We've got Mike Milan in goal as usual. Zanoli is at right back. Gabier and Tomori are 2 central defenders today. Theo Hernandez at left back, Benessa and Tonali in defensive midfield. Junior Messias comes in at right wing in place of Salamakers, who's in need of a bit of a rest. Hopefully Messias can do a decent job like he did against PSV earlier in the season. Charles de Ketelaere is at attacking centre midfield with Rafael Leao at attacking left midfield, and Zlatan, the lone man, up front. Obviously, as I said, we are missing Giroud dearly, but hopefully we've got enough about us to get a positive result in this game. So first chance of the game, it's us on the ball, so hopefully this is going to lead to something. Ball forward towards de Ketelaere loosely. It's fallen down to Leao now in the box. He takes a shot, it's blocked by the defender, and that's going to be easily collected by Flecken. Tonali with short pass to de Ketelaere. Now Ibrahimovic looking for Messias. It's Junior Messias. He's on the right hand side. Can he pull the ball back into the box? Comes back on himself to the back post. De Ketelaere's there with a header and it's off the post, and it's cleared by Sedia. So Zanoli has picked up an injury. He's damaged his heel, so we're gonna have to take him off. We'll bring on Wilfried Singo, the man that we originally bought for 20 million to be our first choice right back, but was injured when we signed him. So Zanoli has been our first team player there. Elsewhere, Gabier's on a yellow card, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Tomori's looking a bit tired out there as well. Ratings wise, everyone's on a pretty average rating. We do need to do something. We're gonna send them out with the one change for the first part of this second half, but we will make changes quite soon into the second half if we don't get a goal. It's Peterson for Freiburg. Hopefully they're not going to get a goal against the runner play. It's Peterson, gets the ball back from Soleil. It's a shot and it's a save by mine, and I thought that was going to just go over his head then from the animation, but it hit him in the face instead. De Ketelaere wins the ball nicely there. He's advancing through on goal. He takes a shot from too far out, really. He was never going to go in. I think that is the point where we call it and we make a change or several changes. We don't really have many options as to what we can do in terms of changes. We should probably leave De Ketelaere on, actually. He's one of our better performing players. I don't want to just make defensive changes. Ideally, I want to bring Salamakers on, but do I do that? Yeah, we'll bring Salamakers on for Junior Messias. And then, I mean, Zlatan's better than Origi, isn't he? But we'll leave Zlatan on for another 10 minutes. If he doesn't do anything in that time, we'll take him off and bring on the man who can't seem to get many goals for us, Divock Origi. Gabier, long ball from him, searching for the substitute Salamakers. I don't know where their left back's gone, but he's not gone towards the ball. Salamakers, with a chance to get a ball in possibly, comes back on himself. He's into the box now. Alexis Salamakers, is he going to go all the way by himself? Just needs to pull the trigger, and he does so, but it's high and wide. And we've got to the 68th minute. We are going to make a change. We're going to take off. We're going to take Leao off, as well as Ibrahimovic, I think. He looks tired out there. And we're going to bring on one of our youngsters, Cifuentes, just because he's the only one that looks motivated out there. The other options at left wing seem nervous or... well, just nervous, actually. Or aggressive, that was the one. Ante Rebic, I saw him there. Aggressive. Angry man. Ibrahimovic coming off as well. Origi's coming on for him. Is this a change that's going to help us get a goal? It's Fikayo Tomori. Now Tonali. Back to Benesa. Nice ball from him to Theo Hernandez. Hernandez into the box now. Is he going to get a goal? Theo Hernandez with a shot and he's pulled it wide. That should be a goal from him. I'd expect so much better from the French left back. We've got quite a lot of tired looking people out there. De Ketelaere the most tired looking, but we don't have many options on the bench of players to replace him with. I'm gonna take De Ketelaere off. We're gonna bring Tommaso Pobega on, and we're gonna drop Pobega down to a centre midfielder. We'll play him as a centre midfielder on support as well. So it's a bit of a formational change. We've not really played this at all this season, so I'm not sure how they're going to cope with it. But I don't have a decent enough option to stick up at attacking centre midfield. I've literally got I can't even say his name. Narudny. Do I do that? Do I just stick it? I'm changing my mind here. I think I'm going to just stick a youngster in there for De Ketelaere. And that's our final substitution made. We've got some tired-looking legs at centre-back and left-back, but we've got nothing that we can do about that. We've got a free kick, somehow. Benesa towards the back post to Origi. I thought it was in. It was headed off the line by Siladilia, or however you say his name. Divock Origi, I thought he'd done it. Oh, no. Ball at the back with Theo Hernandez. It's not a promising start because we are back in our own half. And that header is going to fall to Salamakers. Salamakers just needs to hold the ball up a little bit here. Plays it in the box. Origi's there. He's dispossessed. He's fouled. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Divock Origi could have something to do with us getting a win here. The penalty's been given. Is that Theo? Is that Theo taking it? It is. It's Theo Hernandez to put us into the lead. And he's done it. Theo Hernandez has got the one goal that we needed, his 6th goal of the season, and it looks like we're heading to a Europa League semi-final with some players that you would not expect to be in the team on the day. Theo Hernandez, excellent penalty. I don't actually know what the first leg score in the Dortmund Ajax game was to see who we'll be playing against, but Dortmund are winning on the night. And after 7 minutes, that's Qatar World Cup amounts of added time there. 7 minutes of added time, but we are deserved winners in the end, actually, if you look at the stats for the game. And Hernandez bringing it home, taking us to a semi-final. And actually, despite Dortmund winning 1-0 on the night, it's Ajax who are going to be our opponents in the semi-final. The other semi-finals, I should say, Arsenal just hanging on to qualify, losing 5-3 on the night, but winning 6-5 in aggregate. And then Roma easing through against Rangers. So we've got Arsenal Roma in the other semi-final, but it'll be us against Ajax. So we've got a few games to play off camera in the league. We've got Inter, Udinese, Lecce, Sampdoria and Atalanta. So Atalanta's a big game. They're second in the league. Hopefully we're in a decent position when we come to face them. But next episode, we will be playing both legs of the semi-final of the Europa League against Ajax. And we'll play the game in between against Salernitana off camera, as we did in today's episode, and as we have done for the rest of the series so far. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out. Hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.